What's up, family? Welcome to the Toe2Toe Sports Show, where we talk about everything from football to baseball to basketball to boxing. And oh yeah, can't forget about our Dawgs and Gators.
You never know what you'll hear from Kb Steveo, and you'll never know who you'll see stopping by to kick it with the guys.
So make sure you check us out live every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube Live. Peace.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
Boy, every time I start talking before the mute's off, you know it's
Do
gonna
it
be
every time.
What up, my boy?
What's up, Playboy? What's going on?
You know, I can't call it, you know what I'm saying? Repping my, hopefully we win today. So, I can rep somebody. You know
Hey, I get it. Big game today for Oakland, man. They've changed quarterbacks. So, Devontae Adams said he kind of happy with the quarterback situation now. And there may not be a trade needed. So, shit, we'll see, man. You never know. It don't take but 2 or 3 wins right now in the NFL to get you rolling and get you going.
Right.
The way the NFL season looks this year, a lot of parity. Not really too many teams just jumping out being like, oh, that team is undefeatable. Unless you count the Chiefs and the refs. That combination, we ain't seen lose yet. But,
Same with Miami and the refs, but
Hey, man, the referees just shine light on certain teams, I guess. But, yeah, big day in college football yesterday. First of all, man, how about the WNBA championship?
Man, my girl not in there, man. They immediately changed the format. They the Las Vegas Aces, they lost. So we got the New York Liberty versus the Minnesota Lynx. Lynx took game 1, right?
Yeah, Lynx did say game 1. It's game 2 today, I think. Maybe this evening, I believe it is.
So
game
next
2.
year they're going to the best of 7 series.
Which it should be already, right?
It should be. And WNBA is behind the ball, 20 years, a long time. But it's getting there, man. They started a new franchise. It's starting in Golden State, the Golden State something. Can't remember the name. But the Las Vegas Aces, since the coach is out there, so they'll be doing the expansion draft with them. Getting more ladies that's out the game back into the game, spreading the wealth of talent. So it's going to be dope to see what happens with that, man. Who you got for the win the championship, man?
I'm going to go with the Lynx, bro. I think the Lynx will do it. I think the Lynx will make that, finally get that championship. I don't know if Minnesota's won one before, but I'm going to go with the Lynx. Man, I had the Aces, of course, like everybody else. Really wasn't expecting this to be the teams that we played with. Actually, you know what? I probably can bring in somebody else who can talk about it a little bit better than we can, my boy.
You know it.
Chris, no!
Hey, I got the same hoodie in the dryer right
shit.
now. I was about to put that thing on.
Leave it in the dryer
right now, but it's all right. I stay ready, you know what I'm saying? You stay ready over here.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Crystal? What's going on? Been a minute.
It has.
You know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about the WNBA playoffs and how they're going to change the format and how we miss Aja. Sorry, he's talking about Aja Wilson.
Asia Wilson.
Asia. Why I say Aja?
Asia.
I don't know why I want to say Aja. But how we miss her. We're missing her right now. But no, the Lynx. No, this is a good series, I think. What you think, Chris? Give us some insight. Tell us what we should be looking for.
Yeah, that was a great game. That game 1 was a great game. I thought the Liberty were gonna run away with it because I do think the Liberty are probably the better team. I think they're the better. I think they run better sets for their players. If what's what's her name? The big girl. If she gets involved, because sometimes she go ghost. I can't remember her name. She a former MVP, and I can't think her name slipping my mind.
Brianna Stewart?
No, not Brianna. Brianna plays every game.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
No, the post girl, the other one. It's in the paint. Slipping my mind.
I'm about to Google it.
But anyway, if she's involved, and that's why they beat the Aces.
What y'all got going on over there?
Jonquel,
yeah, her. If she involved and Brianna Stewart involved, they tough to beat. They really are tough to beat. But yeah, and Sabrina too.
I like Sabrina.
But I think the Liberty gonna win the series, but I want the Lynx to win.
Yeah.
So.
I think the Liberty gonna win too.
I said Lynx too. I just want the Lynx because
I want the Lynx to win because I want to see Collier win. Like her turnaround jumper, that thing's so smooth. That thing's smooth now. And I like Courtney Williams because, like she said, you can say little dog. Just I got a dog. I got that dog. So
Right.
yeah, she hoops. And McBride. I mean, I like the Lynx. They're well coached because Reeves is a really good coach. She actually the coach of the year actually. So, but yeah, and the numbers are up. So don't be believing people when they say like they are missing Caitlin Clark in the sense of how much, but it's still bigger than it was last year and the year before.
Yeah.
And the year before.
Oh yeah.
So like context in that matters. Although if Caitlin was there, it would be more. That's just like if LeBron is in the finals, the numbers are higher. If Curry's in the finals, the numbers are higher. That's all that is. It's still progressing though. So yeah.
So I'm ordering my WNBA gear next week. You know what I'm saying?
I want that orange one.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the orange one. Bright orange, baby.
Who you think win today, Crystal? Game 2?
Liberty. I think the Liberty win today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
how you feel about the expansion? I think they should have expanded more. I think it's one team this year. They need at least 3 or 4 more. Like I think.
But they're in years though. They have because Valkyries, Golden State or
Valkyries, right?
Valkyries are 25. And then Toronto, I think, is 26. It's like a slow progression. They just not giving you all of them at one time. Yeah, Toronto has one too.
Okay.
Or will
I
have
thought it was
one.
more. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Taya back in the league, man.
Well, there's a new league that they're going to, though, right? And isn't there a new league that they're playing in, or a different league that they're going to?
Rival. The one
Rival, yeah, Brittany.
Brianna Stewart and Collier started.
I think Brittany's over there too, right? Griner. I think she said she was going over there to play.
Griner's gonna play.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what I thought.
Ain't it 3-on-3?
Yeah,
I think it's 3-on-3.
I think it's like a 3-on-3, kind of like an Ice Cube type big 3, which I think would be good, man. I think it's some players like KB said that you want to see still play and can play, just to give them the opportunity, or even help people who maybe in college you don't get to go to the WNBA, but you can still play. You made the name for yourself.
Or the older player who got flushed out. You know what I'm saying? For the younger ladies. You know what I'm saying? That could still hoop. They're like, yo, it didn't come. Could you imagine seeing some of the, somebody in their 40s like Abdul Shaheem Ryu, whatever the hell. Like he's still playing. Like you got dudes in the big 3, 40 years old, still hooping. So I would like to see that aspect to show the difference between like the older women and their intensity with some of the people that some unknown.
They got the old ones in there. I hadn't seen the teams yet.
I haven't seen me either. I haven't seen any of the teams. I just knew a few of the ladies that had declared to play for them. But I think it's cool, man.
They also play in the league, the AU, I think Athlete Unlimited or something like that, where I think it's during the off season where a lot of the WNBA players play. Like a lot of them. It's usually like say it was like 4 or 6 teams, and there was a lot of players. It was mixed. Some active players, some players that's looking to get back on rosters, things like that. It was pretty dope.
Cool. Man, let's get into some of these games from yesterday, college football wise. Let's get into some of this action. Start with Florida and Tennessee, since we got the Florida across her chest today. She coming in here repping.
They pissed me off so bad.
Billy, man.
They pissed me off so bad. Like I'm
Billy,
about
man.
to write my papers to go somewhere else. I'm about to
That
write my papers to go somewhere else because
that game,
they should have won that.
Yeah.
that game going into halftime, the score should have been 13-0. Right.
Or
It should have been
at least it should have
13-0.
been 10. Or at
What
least
was it? What, 3-0?
at minimum
It was
10.
3-0.
It was 3-0. Yep.
Yeah.
At minimum, it should have been 10 though.
I mean, I think.
Yeah. Well, you need them 3 points. That's 6. They're getting that false start and then that 10-second runoff. Oh man, that was just bad time management.
Well, it was a legal procedure. It had 12 guys because one of the players on the field.
That's right.
Right.
injured
Because
and
he
didn't come off.
had made the field goal. Then they had to kick it
Yeah.
over. Yeah, he had to kick it over.
Well, he didn't get a chance to kick.
I would say he didn't get a chance to kick because of the
It was a
runoff.
10-second runoff.
Oh, yeah.
So
We should have scored like when Mertz got stripped.
Got stripped at
Like the play call, like the drive before that. So the thing with me, right, which every group chat I'm in, every circle I'm in with Gators, we all come to the same thing. The team hasn't quit. The team is still playing. You could see last night. Defense played amazing.
That's the best they didn't play all year.
We got turnovers. We got stops. We got everything you would need to win. We were in a position to win. Billy's play calling is just so egregious. Like, it's a 4th and 1. You have a 240. I understand having like you're gonna do this drive, this guy. Sometimes you got to bring that guy in to get the play, and running a jet sweep with a 120-pound wide receiver.
yeah,
You're not going to get it. But then, so we need a yard. So then, when we need 2 or 3 yards, you do a quarterback sneak. It's like, fam, it don't make sense. Like it should have been reversed. It's like the play calling, the decision making is so bad that it's like no. If you're watching a game, there's no way you can look at it and be like, "Those are the players' faults." Like that's on the coach. That's 100% on the.
Well,
coach.
they practice these plays though, KB. It ain't like he's just out there calling them.
Nah, bro, it's different between. It's a strategy. It's strategy. I'm not going to send my. You have athletic quarterback, and you have a guy that's not as athletic, and you're trying to do a quarterback sneak with a yard left. You need to bring in that bigger guy, stronger guy. Let him run a quarterback sneak. If you're going to do it end around, like you don't do it in that spot. And then he was about to go for 2 at the end of the game when we haven't been successful on any short yard plays.
He was trying to get out of there. He was trying to get out of there, KB. He was just trying to get out of there.
Fam, what are you doing? We can't even do the basic stuff right. You about to do some trick type, like, bro. Billy got to go, bro. Like, I don't care if he wins out. If we somehow just toughen out and win 4 more games, we becoming bowl eligible. He got to go, bro. Like, it's evident he's just not good at coaching football.
So he's just a good recruiter.
He's a solid recruiter. Now his team is bought in. We haven't had guys opt out like other schools and stuff. His guys have been playing for him. So I'm not going to talk bad on his recruiting because he gets his guys to buy in. However, you got to be able to coach them guys. Like you got to be able to put them in positions to win, and he just ain't doing it. Like it's bad, man. He got to go.
I think Graham Mertz getting hurt. I was ready for. I text my brothers. I was like, okay, now it's time for just straight Lagway, right? When he got hurt, and then Lagway goes out the first play and throws the interception. Like his first throw, he just throws. It wasn't his first throw, but I mean the first throw of the second half, he just throws the interception, and you like, oh. And I like Lagway better, but when it's sometimes in that pocket, Mertz does make the better decision, and so I think it hurt him not being there, and of course it hurt that the running back got hurt.
Montreal, yeah.
Oh, Montreal went down last night.
When he went down,
bro. But it's just not.
Well, Kelvin, he got hurt, and so when they put the other one in, he wasn't getting no yard.
The crazy part is the drive that he got hurt. Right, the drive that they were running down the field, there was an offensive line combination that was in. The next time he went out, they changed it again. It's like you keep moving things around. Like the 2 quarterback system, I'm not mad at because it's a get the guy ready type thing.
Right.
And he has athletic ability to where you got to get him on the field. So I'm not mad at the rotation, but it's the rotation of everybody else. Your O-line don't need to shuffle 7-8 guys. It just don't.
That should be set by now. We're deep enough in the season where your O-line should be set. Your skill player pecking order should be set. Now, if certain guys do things better than others, okay, you bring them in situational football. But yeah, to be moving and shuffling offensive linemen, how can they get in the rhythm? You know what I mean? It's hard because you need to know how the person plays next to you in order for you to kind of get in the rhythm, blocking rhythm, making sure you're helping out in certain situations. You don't want to get those edge rushers one-on-one when it comes to certain situations. And I watched last night, like Graham Mertz get blasted coming off the end because they're simply not in cohesion when it comes to a blocking scheme. So I agree, man. It's not looking good for the University of Florida or Billy. I don't think they will let him go in the middle of the season. I just don't see the benefit of it. You bringing in somebody else right now, what is that really going to change for your team?
I do think we have improved, though.
Yeah, they are. You have seen improvements.
They do look better. It ain't great, but you do see the progression, though.
And I think Lagway will benefit from a week of straight him number one play calling, because when he came in and he had to play, I think it was the szn4 game. The game was different. Like they had to simplify it, but simplifying it makes it better with the weapons we have. Like we went more spread. We gave him more room to work in his. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get him moving. He got to move.
Yeah, like he got him dropping back, sitting back. Like like how that Tennessee had Nico rolling out everywhere, and if it's not a pass open, you take off. Same thing with Lagway. Like it's not rocket science. The announcers were calling it all night. Get him on the move. Get him out the pocket. Did. Yep. Get him out the roof. Get him on the it's blatantly obvious. Except Billy is just gun ho on doing it his way.
They say the announcers were biased last night. Hold up, Crystal.
Okay,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
They say the announcers were biased last night. Like they felt like it was a Florida broadcast. I got some Tennessee fans that said it
definitely felt like a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I think that it was unexpected excitement. Like nobody expected us to be
right. That's true.
Playing, like they were like, this is like an NFL game right now. This is like
they kept saying that.
Yeah. It was a good environment. What you were saying, Crystal?
Well, who would you want to be the coach?
So
you want what you call
Lane Kiffin.
What's the boy from Ole Miss?
Lane Kiffin. Who they want. That's who they want.
I want, overall, like next season, I want Lane Kiffin, but like interim, I'm torn because like while it makes sense
Kelvin,
what Steve said. Get that out there. In the beginning of the and what Steve said as far as it doesn't make sense to fire him, I think you risk.
You just said the kids are
bought in. So you
what's
have
the point
that,
of bringing
you don't
want to
you don't want to risk losing the locker room, but the benefit of it is letting somebody else that is just more that can step back and really just be the coach and let the DC be the DC.
You want him to relinquish the play calling. That's what you want.
And Billy just get the hell out the way. That's what he really needs.
You want him to relinquish the play calling. Just say that.
That's really all he needs to do. Yeah, Jesse Palmer by absolutely, but every school got it except Miami. I'm sorry.
I don't know no Miami
announcers.
I don't know Miami.
Nah, they be playing with the candy on the sideline.
Michael Irvin. Don't we got Michael Irvin on the sideline? Oh, I ain't gonna bring that up. I'm gonna leave that alone.
But I think interim wise, I would like to see it's a lot of people on the team who I would be like, I'm fine with being interim, just they're not gonna be the coach for next year. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Day lose 2 more games, he might be fired. So I wouldn't mind sending him a check.
Yeah, we
got about 2 more games before he gets.
We definitely got to talk about Brian Day in Oregon, man, because that didn't look good.
So come on, Ryan. Hey, look, we'll give you your $10.5 million.
No, man, Ryan Day ain't coming down there.
All right, where he going?
He's gonna be an offensive coordinator somewhere.
Wow,
He's
wow,
not gonna go straight to a head
Why would
coach.
he be an offensive coordinator?
Not Oregon. He's talking about Ohio State.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Why would he be an offensive coordinator for somebody? I mean, he could just go and be another head coach. He ain't about to take that pay cut, $10 million a year to $2.
It wouldn't be a pay cut. For one, he'll sit out. I just told you can't accept another coaching job. That's why Jimbo's not coaching. He's still.
I mean, you can, but you gotta. It's just a weighing. Like, do you just want to take the money or go for the thing?
I won't sit down and take $25 million a year.
But Robert make it anyway.
The coach for the Jets is making $2,025 a day,
right,
for the next 2 years. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Hey,
I go coach high school.
We're throwing some money on the table. Like, look, we'll give you 10.5 a year, but when you come, we'll make a donation to a charity of your choice and donate this $20 million into that account. Get out of here. Look,
I'm gonna sit at the house or go to my local high school, volunteer there. You know what I mean? I'm not doing nothing.
Do a little mentorship.
That's it.
Little podcasting or
that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have. What y'all think about Matt Rule saying this?
It's great. Again, it goes back to what I said all training camp of looking at the schedule before the season and saying what games are easy and what games are hard is not true.
Okay, we didn't have the right one. You got the wrong one. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It's great. Again, it goes back to what I said all training camp of looking at the schedule before the season and saying what games are easy and what games are hard is not true, and it's not the way of college football anymore. Everyone's got to get that in. Like how many teams lost to teams that you would have never thought Alabama would ever lose to Vandy. You never would have thought maybe USC would lose to Minnesota. The portal, transfers, and it's changed all of it. That's why there's no undefeated NFL teams, right? So, it used to be that a player would say, man, I got offered from, whomever, Ohio State. I'm going there, But now he might get offered, I might get offered from Blue Mountain State, let's just say. And that's the top school in the country. And they're offering, hey, we'll give you, X amount of money. And another school that was 2 pegs lower on the pecking order of recruiting will say, hey, we'll give you 3 times that. Because for this guy, he's their 15th best recruit. But for them, they're like, well, we can't get those guys. Let's get him. So now that kid's like, do I go there for $50,000 or I do go there for $250,000? So all of a sudden so why were the great teams of the 90s and 2000s, 2010s, why were they so dominant? They stacked up all the talent. And when guys got hurt, the next guy came in was also a Parade All-American. Now the Parade All-Americans are all spreading out a little bit more. So it's just different. So the days of it's just different now. So I think Indiana's a tremendous example of that. It's a completely different roster this year than it was next year. You guys got stuck with me. Like I said, I didn't get to bring anybody with me. I love Bryant, but he can't play. They didn't let me bring McCaffrey. They didn't let me bring Brian Burns. So we came in here and we just been building with the guys that were here and trying to recruit. Just kind of a little more the old school way. But you know what? Like people that are moving now, it's just a different world. So I think we all have to just adjust to it.
It's easy to say.
I like it though.
I agree.
I like it.
No, I mean I don't disagree. I think they should let the players play immediately when they transfer. Like if I transfer from Georgia to Florida this week, I should be able to play next week. That's how I feel.
Okay, now you pushing it. Now, Steve. Yeah, you pushing it.
No. In NFL, if I get traded, I can play next week. Or if I'm a free agent and I sign, I can play next week.
But I think there's I can't remember the exact.
But you have to enroll into the school now. Now let's put it like that. You still got to get accepted into the school. You got to do your enrollment. All that has to be a part of it too. Now you can't just say I'm gonna go play for Bama next week.
And that's the thing. I think you can, in a sense of like, I remember that NCAA made a rule and you can transfer and play immediately and within a certain window if your GPA is at a certain level, your GPA has to be. But it's not like you just can leave week 3 and play week 5. But right. I think it's one of those to where it's if it's late and it's it's a time thing. I remember they made a rule during the off season. I don't think nobody's really doing it because it just doesn't make a lot of sense to do it. But there's a rule to where it may be grad players to where they can just come immediately and play. And that might be the thing. But I like it, man. Vandy beating Bama, nobody would have ever assumed that. Right.
It's created, like Kelvin just said, it's created a lot of parity now. Even in the NFL and in college sports, you have situations now where the best players aren't all going to Georgia. The best players aren't all going to Alabama because I can go over there and get paid. I can be the top dog over there and get paid and still probably go to the NFL. You know what I mean? I don't think it hinders it. Do you guys feel like the NIL situation now is welcoming kids to stay in the college game longer, or do you think it doesn't have any effect? They still going to the NFL first chance they get.
First, you can go.
I think it does affect it. I think some kids like the college experience, and if I'm still getting paid for some of them millions, although if you a top draft pick, of course you're gonna make more than that, but that's not the option for for everybody. Everybody don't have that option to be on my first round pick or first 10 picks or whatever it is and make this amount of money. So overall, I think NIL does have, does encourage you to stay in school and enjoy college if you're 19, you know what I'm saying, or 18 or whatever, or you can't leave till you're 21, whatever, but enjoy that and you still making $250,000. You still can help mama. You know what I'm saying? You still can help your people and stuff. So I do think NIL, I think it does encourage you to stay.
Yeah. And I also think the same thing. And I think NIL, what we're seeing now, like I think we saw like the initial flood of just like playing guys like what's my man? I went to USC that got like the house and the car.
Oh, you talking about Bear Alexander or Addison.
Addison, right?
Yeah.
That was like the extreme. You know what I'm saying? So now I think it's kind of settled to where like the cream of the crop probably are the guys that's getting that million, that like the millions. They're getting that
usually
money
it's
like
a celebrity son, bro. If I'm looking at the list of all the kids like top NIL, they're all celebrity kids.
Yeah, because their NIL is about
your
like
name, image, and likeliness. Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it's about. It is what it is. But I also think it's the guys, it's the starter, but doesn't have a big name. Like, there's guys at Florida who all got, I'm talking about, they got the Mercedes, the Benz, the G-Wagons of guys, and it's guys that you're like, who was giving you that? You know what I'm saying? And
that's why Florida where they at right now.
Please, Mr. Speeding every week. But I think that it's good because these kids, like you say, they get the money in their pocket. As long as they remember that the NFL, like while this $100,000 does feel good for you, you can do things. That's nothing compared to the ultimate goal. And I think when you have that balance of getting the NIL now and getting the NFL money, it's great. And like Matt Rule said, like these guys are going. So now instead of going to UGA as a DB, when you're going to sit the bench for 3 years and get your NIL, you might get $200,000. I can go to Minnesota and get $400,000 and be a starter. And if I put up tape, you know what I'm saying, and I play well, then I'm still gonna get drafted. These guys get drafted from Division II. So wherever you play, if you ball out, they're gonna find you, whether you're playing at UGA or William and Mary. And I think when you have that, now that you're seeing that, like you're seeing guys like, look at Sauce Gardner. My man came from Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? It was a top pick. Like it's there, and I think NIL is making it more attainable for those players to kind of spread out. And I like it. I mean, like, you're not going to see, Nebraska be a top 5 recruiting thing, but they may get 4 or 5 guys who can change the program around for them. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. So I definitely agree with Matt Rule, man. I think it's getting there.
Cool. I got you. Travis Hunter injures his shoulder, leaves the game, and does not come back last night. Do you guys think that this playing two-way stuff is going to catch up to him, or do you think this is just a one-off injury?
It happens. Football. I doubt this is the first time he's been injured. It just happens that we saw it this time. Cornerbacks get injured when they play in one way.
True.
So I think it's the risk, the reward of having him play both ways outweighs the risk of injury by playing both ways. I'm fine.
Yes, it's gonna catch up to him. Yes, it's gonna catch up to him. Yes, eventually. Eventually, it's gonna catch up to him. I don't know if it catches him at Colorado. You know what I mean? And
I mean, we've seen him get hurt last year and this year. So I mean,
well, last year he got his.
Hey man, listen.
Sternum crack.
Hey man, hey. He got hurt. It's football, right?
I mean,
don't-
so while I agree, KB, that injuries happen anyway. Whether you play one side of the ball or two, injuries gonna happen. But playing two does increase those opportunities to be hurt even more. And the truth is, it just wear your body out. I understand he's young, and so right now it's like, oh yeah, I can do 150 plays. That's nothing, whatever. But eventually it catches you. Now it might be 2-3 years down the road. Eventually it catches you. It just does.
I don't think we'll see him be used like this in the NFL. Well, I think whoever gets him, they're going to use you can use him both ways, but you're not going to see him all the plays on offense, all the plays on defense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that ain't gonna happen.
I think you draft him as a cornerback and you let him play every play on defense, but you put in packages. You might have a 10 to 15 type play package for him. Use him situational wise in the NFL for wide receivers. I just don't think he can take that kind of punishment going both ways on Sundays.
And he might have to alter his play style. Like right now, he's a physical come up, dump you type corner. Bro, it ain't too many of them. It ain't too many corners who come up and hit. Like they are very smart. Dive at your knee, dive at your ankles, wrap your ankle. Like these DBs ain't out there trying to come up there and lay the wood on nobody. Not too many. I mean, you got the Jalen Ramseys out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they're not out there hitting like that. So maybe he has to, just like quarterbacks have to learn how to slide. Like that quarterback be like, hey, college, you were used to running dudes over. I need you to get out of bounds now. I need you to slide. Now it's like, hey, I need you to make the smart play to get him down versus you trying to impose your will. They're still going to result in the same thing. Just be smart. Get him down. Keep your body and go to the next play.
I got you. I'm with it. Colorado did take a lot. That was a good game, though. I mean, and you see Shador, man. I can understand why. Because, I mean, once Kansas State got up, they weren't letting Colorado come back. Like, Colorado tried. They got the interception late. But their offensive line for Colorado, it just ain't up to snuff. Kansas was all over Shador all night long.
Per usual.
Right, and we've been seeing this since Shador started in the Power Fives. At Jackson State, he can sit back there all day. But now, bro, they getting after them, man. And I don't think he's going to have that kind of success, long term. If he goes to the NFL, he's going to probably run into the same situation. You're not going to be picking high in the draft if you're a good team. So, I mean, you look at the top teams right now. The Oakland Raiders, I think, have the number 1 pick.
Come on, bro. It's saying Las Vegas right here.
Oh, Oakland, sorry, Vegas. My bad. My man, Vegas, I think, got the number 1 pick right now. Carolina's up there for the number 1 pick. The Jags look like they about to lose again. It may be picking
they
high.
get smoked by the Bears.
You see what I'm saying? So all those teams, none of them have a good offensive line. So,
but while I do agree, they do get more time than Shador get, though.
Yeah, boy.
He needs like another second and a half or something.
Bro,
he don't even have time to go through progressions.
Imagine him with a little bit of time.
Just give him a little bit of time.
He can make all the throws. There's not a throw he can't make. And he has the arm strength he has. I don't know. I seen what's the former ESPN dude? Agunde. I think that's his name. They kicked him off of ESPN.
Jay Agunde.
He came out talking about Shador don't have the strongest arm, and he has one of the weaker arms in the draft. His decision making, and people just like, bro, we see why ESPN took you off TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, black.
Yeah, the black dude. Yeah, man. So he was talking about Shador just hasn't shown him what he needed to see to be the number 1 overall pick. But depending on the team, I'm taking Travis or Shador. I mean, that's just it. If I'm Jacksonville, I'd probably take Travis.
Yeah.
From Vegas, I'm taking Shador.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
From Carolina. If you're Carolina, who you take? Because you still got Bryce sitting over there. Ooh.
Yeah, I'd probably take Shador.
He gonna end up like Bryce.
Yeah.
He already like Bryce now.
You right.
Well,
okay, well maybe I'll take Travis then. You are right.
Well, Andy Dalton, the hell?
They beat y'all. Yeah, they beat Vegas.
So it ain't that bad.
So if you add Travis to that, you can put
who you get in the mix too. What you want the Patriots to do? We getting Travis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely
start a campaign. We want Travis.
Hey, look, you want Travis? We want Shador, baby. Bring him home.
Yeah, we want Travis. That's what we get.
All right. Look at this yesterday, man. Y'all tell me about the end of this game. Tell me.
Sellers, is there some magic in his arm? Intercepted. Damani Jackson, who left the game injured, came back.
So if he takes that knee, that's a tie ball game. I don't know if y'all realize that or not.
Oh yeah.
If he takes the knee in the end zone, that's a tie ball game because he catches the ball at the 2 and then runs back into the end zone with his momentum. He's very glad he brought that ball out because if he takes that knee, bro, that's a safety.
If you look at the film, his teammate is telling him to run, like you got to go.
Right.
So it was a very heads up play.
What about the game itself, though, man? Bama almost gets clipped at home versus South Carolina.
South Carolina D-line, they like that. Them boys like that. I'm so glad we don't play them this year. Them boys like
I was about to say that. I'm glad Georgia
we don't play them?
No.
No, they
got the easy. They got the easy.
Yeah, they got the other side this year. So
yeah. Them boys, I think Bama got lucky. One, that quarterback is just in a year or two, he'll be him. You know what I'm saying? But like this year, you can see he's real. The same way with the Oklahoma quarterback. Like it's very like I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? And they rely a lot on his athleticism, which is great. But he got to make them passes, man. And I just think South Carolina.
He missed one. He missed.
Oh,
the
2-point conversion.
Yeah, he missed the 2-point conversion.
It was 2 open guys.
It was right. He just missed it, and I mean, it happens. And you okay because this is his first year.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like lag way, you gonna let some stuff pass because that's their first whatever. But he in about 2 years, maybe not even 2, because he's progressed really quickly.
Yeah.
Throughout the season, so. You see it, you can see it, but he still makes the mistakes that a freshman quarterback gonna make. So, but yeah, I'm glad we don't play them because I don't want to hear. Obviously I'm in Columbia. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear them clown me and tell me I can't wear my Florida gear no more. You can't wear that here.
Look, I'm in Texas.
Hey, hello, y'all. I forgot to show a play. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I forgot to show this play from the Colorado game.
Look at this. It's the definition of contact balance. Once again, he's got Shador. Shador. I'm Shiloh. I got the wrong Sanders brother. It shook me.
Woo! He put him on skates.
Put him on his knees.
Rom said he played terrible.
Yeah. That was his first game back from breaking his arm. I didn't even really think he should be playing, but it's a family business and he has to get out there. Right. So I understand. I understand.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they like that.
Yeah, I did, man. Kansas State is a good team. They've been building their program in Kansas State for a minute. They always in a bowl game, giving somebody a tough bowl game. You always see them in the championship for the Big 12. Is that correct? So yeah. Oregon, another big game on the ledger. I don't know what he's doing at the end of this game, end of this play, last play of the game, and he slid.
So can we talk about this play?
Very Dak moment.
Right.
Oh no, wait. Do y'all know why? You know how this happened?
Tell me.
Okay, so Dan Lanning, the man got balls to steal. 10 seconds left on the clock, right? So what he does, he sends a 12th man on the field to play an extra person on defense to stop the play because that's going to run the clock down. They're gonna let the play run the clock down, and get the
throw a
penalty.
flag.
They go to flag. It's like a 5-yard penalty, 10 yards, because they were at like the 30. So then now instead of having 10 seconds, you only have 6. So now you can run a play. Realistically, that one play is going to take you that time. And that's what he did. He sent the 12th person out last minute on purpose to get the penalty, but to get the time worked down. So they only have one play left and they wouldn't be able to go like kick a field goal. Hey man, somebody broke it down on Twitter this morning. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like you see them telling him to go out. Like they were subbing people in and out. Then like the last second, they put a DB like on the field like as another corner. And they got the penalty, the time worked out, and they stopped them, and that's how that shit happened.
I mean, you gotta have strategy, man. You gotta be able to strategize.
Billy would never.
You gotta be able to put a strategy together, man. One more play, man, that got talked about a lot yesterday.
Watch Kirby push this quarterback.
Take off much today, but does there and shows the wheels. Got a little hit there from Dan Jackson. Kirby smart had his visor come off.
They're not already fired.
Sons of bitches. Right. Undisciplined sons of bitches. I think find him.
They are going to find him. They are. He was actually talking to the referee.
Next game, he don't need to go down to Texas. Good luck.
It's going to be a good game in Texas. Yeah, he was going after the referee, man, and I think the kid, he didn't realize it was his kid.
That was my son. I'm suing.
Kids. Oh man, you gonna sue him? Bro, you can't sue for something that happened. Myles Garrett slapped the man with a helmet and didn't get sued.
If a player pushed a coach like that,
let's talk about this in totality. Myles Garrett took this man's helmet and slapped him with it.
Who?
Myles Garrett.
One's not a coach. One's not a.
Man, get out of here, man. Come on, man.
Get him out of there.
All right, let's take a look and see what games we got on the slate for the day. Let's see.
Hold on, I got a question while you doing that.
Go ahead.
Who do y'all think the best team in college football right now?
Texas.
Yeah, I think it's Texas too. And I think we find out next week for sure. For sure, we find out next week.
They ain't been tested yet. We're gonna see.
I don't think Georgia is it. I don't think Bama is it. I think Bama's this year is real like
anybody can win.
Anybody can win it type thing. But I think Texas, like I called it when we started the season. I think Texas.
Oregon looked pretty good yesterday against Ohio State. I mean, there was some ups and downs. Ohio State. I mean, they didn't look bad. Yeah. I
don't think Bama at all. Bama now just gives suspect to me. I'm like, how did they get Georgia? But I guess it's a hype game, so I get it. But
right, and you Tuscaloosa. We go to Tuscaloosa once every 8, 9, 10 years.
But UGA messed up a lot. For it to be a close game, they messed up a lot. It won't know,
especially that first half. Not in that second half, though.
Yeah, that second half they came back on that.
Yeah, if they'd have had a few more minutes, it might have been a different story.
If Bama would have lost yesterday, y'all, ooh, Lord.
Penn State
is over.
Miami, they are overrated.
I actually thought they was gonna lose, to be honest with you.
Who? Penn State?
Yeah, I thought Penn State.
Yeah, I did too. I thought
USC kind of wet the bed on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. How much longer do you continue to pay Lincoln Riley to get 8-win seasons? He should have went to the NFL when he was hot and he had a chance to go be an OC or a head coach in the NFL and said no.
You see what they gave him to stay in college?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But how long you gonna keep getting it though? You know what I'm saying? He gonna be like another Jimbo.
Kelvin, enough now. We ain't nobody about enough.
Oh yeah, we know it ain't Florida. It's fine. That's good. It's all right.
But we ain't nobody mentioned Miami, that's for sure.
Not damn sure.
Nobody mentioned Miami.
Y'all definitely should be about 3-3, 4-3 right now.
The Bears win the game 35-16. The Bears win 35-16. The Jaguars are 1-4.
And it ain't talked about enough for the old Sunshine to be playing the way he playing. Can't get them no doggone wins.
Do you turn to Mac Jones at any point?
No, I'm just playing.
But why are they losing though? That's the question.
Well,
yes,
for one, you see the fumbles. They had 2 players catch the ball and fumble. ETN fumbled once, I think, and then what's the tight end? Ingram came in. He catch a long pass and then fumbled. The Bears are punching the ball out. Trevor did miss a few throws. There was a throw down the sideline to Brian Robinson Jr. The ball ended up hitting the defender in the back, and he got the man beat by like 4 or 5 yards. It's a lot. Coaching wise, the defense don't look like they know what the hell they doing for the Jaguars.
I think it's the defense more than anything. But Trevor hadn't been horrible, but he hadn't been what that contract said he's supposed to be. I know that.
Yeah, man. Like I said, if you Jacksonville and you're 1-4 now, and you are in the Travis Hunter sweepstakes, I believe you have to put in Mac Jones and go ahead and get that.
Okay, well, if that's the angle you going at, yeah, if that's the angle you going, okay.
Trevor got a shoulder injury. We about to nurse for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Something like that.
I think they said Devontae gonna stay.
They said Devontae was gonna actually stay. They did.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. What up, my boy? Wait, man, in the building. What's up, my boy? That's my guy right there.
You think that the Devontae Adams would help the Jaguars?
Not if Matt Jones gonna be throwing the ball.
He ain't helping the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think wide receivers in that situation are what. I don't think the wide receivers are the problem for Trevor Lawrence. For one, he don't have time. You need a better left tackle you need better guards, and tackles, period, because your running game is non-existent as well. ETN can't get nothing off the ground. Tank Bigsby is having to make the first person miss every play before he can even get to the line of scrimmage. So I think it's a combination of everything going on in Jacksonville. And I mean, I just think that just look at some of their recent drafts. You had Trevor Lawrence with the number 1 pick. You took Trayvon Walker with the number 1 pick. Cool, but what have you done to kind of build around those 2 players? You know what I mean?
Weren't they in the playoffs last year? Jacksonville made the playoffs last year, didn't they?
I don't think who won. Somebody else won the South. Did they win the South? The South was Houston. Houston won the AFC South. So I don't think Jacksonville made the playoffs. But the year before they were. They were I think they were the year before.
Yeah, they made it here recently with what you call them, with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, but I think they defense, they had like the number 1 defense, number 2 defense. They had Jalen Ramsey on the other side at that point, I think, back then. So I don't know. The Jags have put off a good team every like 10 years. You got to think they had Blake Bortles. They went to the Bortles. Sorry, they went to the AFC Championship versus Pittsburgh.
The Jags are like Georgia Bulldogs. They're best.
Hey man, hold.
So the rest of the team can rise.
Oh, what you got? Here we go. Then we ain't gonna do that today. There's a lot of things we can do.
But not that.
They best with a quarterback that's underrated and build up the rest.
Stop this. You need to stop. You
just said it, Blake Bortles. Like, come on now. Let me fix my camera.
Philadelphia Eagles 2-2 at the Cleveland Browns at the Eagles. Sorry. Is it over with for Deshaun Jackson? Deshaun Watson?
It feel like it. And I feel like he wanted to be over. I don't know if that means he want to go somewhere else. I don't know, but it don't seem like he in it for Cleveland.
Right. It just
his attitude seemed piss poor.
He don't care if they win, lose, or draw. He just
like what I'm getting a massage. I don't know. Like I don't know where he. I don't know.
I know he got $300 million fully guaranteed, and if they were to get rid of him, cut him, or release him, then I think the cap hit or the dead money hit would be like $200 million. It's like you can't operate under cutting Deshaun Watson if you the Cleveland Browns. So at this point, you just have to put up with him. You got to see what he can give you. You gonna start Jameis Winston?
I would. You want to start? Jameis Winston still got a little something in the tank.
I feel like once you break the glass and you put Jameis in there, you can't go back with the show. At that point, it's over with. It's you like put the nail in the coffin. Your team is pretty much giving up on you, and you still got to sit here for another 2 years with this man with a $72 million cap hit next year and a $74 million cap hit the year after that. So you can't cut him. He's going to be the highest paid backup in NFL history if you put him on the bench. I think Cleveland just in the back. They signed a deal with the devil, and now they have to pay the piper.
Ooh, devil, nasty man Watson. Nasty. You know what they need to do? They need to work up something and be like, look, we're just gonna get a couple of ladies of the night. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it seem like you're going to a party. He might need it's the same thing with Tiger Woods.
He might be caught up in that Diddy stuff though. He might be up there with Diddy. They might get off.
I just think it's just that, like the same thing happened with Tiger Woods when they took them soccer moms out his life. He ain't been the same. Sometimes that dude need his vice, and there's ways to get your vice.
So you say they need to simulate it. They need to like simulate his vice.
Bring the hose back. Deshaun needs the hose. Bring them back.
Have you make your appointment. You make your appointment. We swap in somebody that's of the night. You know what I'm saying? Of the evening, a working lady. Get in there, do her thing. He think he got what he needs.
Hold on, real quick. So there's a Florida Gator fan asking, when do you guys wake up from this nightmare? Now, if you've been watching this show since last year or the year before, Steve-O told you when you were gonna wake up. Steve-O said you guys are 3 coaches away. Now, the first coach y'all brought in, Billy, he ain't know no better. He don't know what he's doing. He in over his head. Now, I said the second coach y'all gonna go for a big name. That's why KB won't Lane Kiffin to come in here. Deion Sanders, Lane Kiffin.
I know Deion Sanders.
I heard Deion Sanders. Yes, I have.
So
now the third coach that you bring in after you 2 coaches away. Now that third one you bring in, you're gonna try to like some off the wall. Like I'm gonna bring in a Florida alumni. I'm gonna go get Javon Curse. So, you're gonna do something crazy off the wall. That ain't gonna work either. But that coach after that, he'll get y'all back on track. So y'all are 2 coaches away, Zach. 2 coaches.
So you don't think Lane Kiffin will get them back at least relevant?
Has Lane Kiffin got Ole Miss back?
Yes.
Yes.
They just lost yesterday.
Getting back
it ain't where you start,
undefeated.
it's where you finish. I do want to make
getting back.
That's fair. But the way
getting
they
back.
look,
Go ahead.
The way they look,
undisciplined,
like offensively, like you know.
Oh, you get one. Okay, so y'all want to score 100 points and give up 101.
Yeah,
y'all cool with that?
We're gonna keep our defensive guy. We're gonna keep our.
Okay.
Lane Kiffin.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
He is a good play caller and he is a good offensive mind. He is not the best recruiter. He doesn't have the best relationship when it comes to his staff. He doesn't make the right staff choices to bring in the right people. That's when you talk about defense. He don't care about defense.
Yeah, but we keep the guy we got.
Listen,
that ain't gonna work like that.
They defense.
Nah,
they
gotta go.
Listen,
he got to go to. Yeah.
He can recruit the portal very well. And
okay, so you want Florida State? That's what you want to be?
No. Like supplement, not Bill. Like no. The same thing Dan Mullen did. The same thing Dan Mullen, he supplemented his roster. That same way everybody should treat the portal. You supplement your roster. You fill holes. Like you don't build a team off the portal.
Hey Zach, what was Tennessee before when Lane Kiffin was there? What was USC when Lane Kiffin was there? The same thing Ole Miss is now. Irrelevant. So you gonna bring Lane Kiffin into Florida? I love it. I applaud it. I will help. I got my $5. Who I send my cash app to?
Me.
Wow.
So I get it to the people.
I support Lane Kiffin 100%. I really do.
No, I think Lane Kiffin. I think where the program is, you can't. There's nobody that is a home. There's a guaranteed success, right? And right now we're in a position as a program you have to get somebody who's proven to be successful, and you're hoping that the combination of our resources, our footprint, all the stuff with what they bring will give us enough to potentially get over some humps and hurdles, because you can't like UGA hit a home run with Kirby because that was a UGA guy.
You got to think too, though. Kirby turned down jobs because he was waiting on the UGA job.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody turning down no damn job waiting on Florida to come open.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why, like, you have to go after a guy. But I'm saying, like, that's real. So you have to go after a guy like a Lane Kiffin.
Go get James Franklin. Go get James Franklin.
You can't go poach a James Franklin. You can't. Well, you maybe could poach James Franklin.
You can get James Franklin.
you can't post like a just a Ryan Day off wins. Like you can't get the big guy because your program is still at disarray, it's still in disarray. So you need a guy that's going to come and bring consistency and bring winning. So if we go from a 6-win team that we've been the last 3-4 years to a 9-10 win team,
y'all gonna win 6 games this year?
No, I doubt it.
No.
So if we get a coach that can get us 9-10 games consistently,
Here we go.
Then you're like, okay, cool. And then if that coach leaves or decides to go be in the NFL or something, you're in a position to get the big fish.
He want another
Right.
Billy. He want another Billy. He want another Billy right here. Whoever's that kid, he want another Billy Napier.
Well, no, the thing is, when you look at, so you have to be realistic when it comes to Florida hiring, right? Florida has always hired the underdog head coach guy. They've never went and got, when they got Urban Meyer, he was the guy at Utah. He was at Utah.
Jim McElwain was supposed to be that guy.
From
Colorado State?
Yeah, Colorado State. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he came from Colorado State.
I mean, this dude, he wants somebody from Liberty. Shit, I mean, what we saying?
Well, because what you see when you look at them and they playing the level of play, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's something that Florida would do.
I'm telling y'all what y'all should do, but y'all are not going to do it. I know y'all won't. Is go get the defensive coordinator at Georgia. That's what you should do. If you went and got Glenn Schumann, that would be a knockout hire. But they're not.
That's what I said. I said that in a lot of chats, but they're not going to do it. But Glenn Schumann, because it's a risk.
Why do y'all say they won't do it? Why do you say
because he doesn't have any head coaching experience. That's one. He really doesn't have. I mean, you don't have to have Florida ties, but him not being a head coach and having success is a big thing with Florida. Florida wants a guy who's been winning.
Georgia Tech will hire Glenn Schumann and take off, and Florida will regret not hiring Glenn Schumann. I'm just being honest. That's just the type of situation I see it
the same way we regret not hiring Lane Kiffin and hiring Dan Mullen.
Well, Dan Mullen wasn't really that bad. He just messed up in the press conferences talking shit.
Well, no, it was a lot of back stuff. But not just Lane, but even getting Billy. Like, we could have got Lane when, you know what I'm saying? When we got
You'll take Muschamp back? Zachary, what are you saying? Zachary, you're better than this. You're better than this.
Hey, man, let's move on.
No, hold on. If you get Muschamp and then go get me a
Lane
like
Kiffin?
You know what?
You need that type of OC.
Muschamp might be a good hire because I don't think he just wasn't ready when he went to Florida. You know what I mean? I don't say he wasn't ready.
No, if you want him to do your defense.
You're gonna need a knockout offensive coordinator. You're gonna need a knockout.
We had great defenses under Muschamp. We just couldn't score.
Our offenses were terrible.
Terrible.
So that's why if you bring in a offensive minded guy like the guy from, you know what I'm saying, Liberty, or you bring in the OC that wants to be on a bigger stage or get a pay raise, then we might can bring in that guy. I
hope not. I'm gonna pray y'all go ahead and get Lane Kiffin.
I don't mind Lane. If Lane, but look, I'll tell you this: if we get Lane, we'll be able to put up 30, 40 points a game.
Your defense gonna give up 45.
Now the thing is, Lane Kiffin. Now, one thing I know for sure, Lane Kiffin is not going to bring over the DC from Ole Miss. And his bucket of money that he has to hire a better DC, he would have that at Florida. So he might be able to go and get somebody that's unexpected as a DC that most people would be like say Freeman at Notre Dame gets fired. Hey,
well, y'all need to give him the head coaching job. Don't
come to They're not gonna hire a black coach as a head coach. We're not doing that.
Well,
the same way y'all don't take black quarterbacks on the curve. The same way y'all don't take black quarterbacks.
Is a damn black quarterback. Ain't Rashada
Has he played? Do he play?
Well, he ain't gonna play this year. He'll play next year.
When black quarterbacks gonna play.
Let's move on to the NFL. We gotta get out here. We hit our time limit. We hit our time limit. Let's move on. We said the Eagles. We got the Eagles winning at home. Buccaneers at the Saints. Who y'all got?
Ooh. It's at the Saints.
I'm Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
Buccaneers.
I'm gonna go Saints because they.
Spencer Rattler is. Spencer Rattler is the starting quarterback today.
For who?
For the Saints.
Oh, absolutely.
Carr's out.
Derek Carr hurt.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, no.
He got an oblique injury, I think, or something like that. He's gonna be out for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go
Give me. You got the Cardinals. Cardinals after an impressive win over the 49ers last week at the Green Bay Packers.
Man.
Who was a light 49 degrees with a light rain. So.
In
Who at
that
home?
case,
The Green Bay.
give me Green Bay.
I'm gonna go Green Bay.
They built for this type of.
Yeah, that weather's starting to change. You see football is starting to play it a little bit different.
It's when the Dolphins start to fall apart.
Well, they were falling apart when Tua hit that flow. They fell apart when Tua hit that flow. That was it.
Still beat the Patriots. Oh, we so sad. Oh.
The Colts. Okay, here you go. Anthony Richardson is playing today. Colt and Jonathan Taylor. They're both playing at the Tennessee Titans.
I get it.
Give me Colts. Give me Colts.
I like the Titans in that one. All right, let's see. Oh, game of the week. Commanders at the Ravens.
Ooh.
Y'all believe is Jay Daniels for real, or is he, just been
I think he's for real.
A player
I think
in the
he's
moment?
real. Even if they lose, I think he's real now.
Yeah,
We're gonna see.
Yeah.
Who y'all got?
I got the Commanders, man. I'm gonna have to go with the Commanders.
They both at home. They right there in Baltimore, so it ain't like it's a big difference in the. You're gonna have a lot of Commander fans in that stadium. He said Raven by 14.
Boy, Trip, you crazy.
I'm gonna say Ravens though, even though I really want to say Commanders, but I'm gonna go Ravens.
I'll say Ravens too. Houston, can New England pull off the upset? It's in Gillette today in Foxborough. The New England Patriots will host the Houston Texans. Do we see Drake Mays today? Is Drake Mays playing?
I know we see CJ Stroud. I know we see Stephon Diggs, the Cardi B killer. Yeah, I'm going.
Not the Cardi B killer.
Well, they say he more than that. I don't know if y'all done read that last report.
I did.
It's a little nasty, actually.
Right.
Somewhere. It's a little out there now. I don't know.
Drake May is starting today. It's May Day. Yes, sir. Drake May is starting. Ooh, does Drake May get his first win today?
It's May Day.
Right.
What script say, ma'am? What script say, ma'am?
I'm gonna go the Ravens winning it all.
Give me New England for an upset over the Texans today.
I can't eat. I hope you're right. I can't eat. I'm gonna go Houston. I go against my own team. That's another team that pissed me off. So the weekend I just be pissed off. Just all weekend. I
feel you, right?
The Chargers at the Broncos.
I'm going with.
Ooh, that's
I'm going with. I'm not familiar.
I don't know. The Broncos defense, number one defense in the league.
Yeah, they defense been playing. Ugh. I'm gonna go Chargers though.
Yeah, I just think
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Yeah.
Go Chargers. I can see that one going either way. And it's a division game, rivalry game. You never know. Steelers at the Raiders.
Steelers.
Raiders.
I'm gonna
go with the Steelers on that one.
Good.
Good.
Falcons at the Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Falcons, of course.
Panthers.
Panthers.
You gonna go
Panthers at home. I mean, yeah, he's just a hater. That's all.
No, they show whatchamacallit be locking up Drake London.
Joe Horn.
Yeah, he was
but wait. Let's put context into this. Who was throwing him the ball?
Some white dude, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, you got Marcus Mariota that was throwing it at one point, and then you got Desmond Ridder that was throwing it the second time.
But they should be running the ball.
So should be. Well, I don't know. Kurt throwing for 500. Let him keep throwing. Fuck that. Let him keep going.
I get that too. But I believe they're gonna be able to. Have an easy
today.
day.
You should be able to run the ball. Bijan should go off today. Give me Bijan for 150 and 2 touchdowns. Me too.
I need them to for my fantasy team.
I think there's another game of the week. They got two. I don't know why I say game of the week twice. Lions at the Cowboys.
Ooh, now that's the one I want to see. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, is Michael Parsons playing? Let me see. Is Michael back? Let me see. Let me look. Hold on.
I think it's
I
still.
don't think he is.
I think he's gonna take his time getting over this injury.
You think it's one of them situations?
Maybe that contract getting worked out right when he come back.
Man, it might be. I can see one of them situations. They say Michael Parsons. He's a game time decision. He did not practice, but they said he is dressed out. So
they always dressed out. That's the rule.
He got a 4:00 game, so they still got time. What's it say, Chris?
Aren't they missing they missing two other defensive people, aren't they?
For real? Cowboys?
Yeah.
I mean, I really think the Lions would win this game anyways because I think they're just a better team. Especially without Michael Parsons or limping Michael Parsons. If you don't put any pressure on Goff, he's gonna sit back there and pick you apart. So whatever the under or over is on Goff scoring points today or however many touchdowns they got Goff to score today, take the over. Because Goff. I believe the Detroit Lions probably the number 2 team in football. I'll put them right behind the Chiefs, personally. I'm okay with saying that.
See, Steve, my thing say that Parsons is out. It say Parsons.
Oh, so he's out. Okay.
It say Parsons out, Bland out, Kendricks out.
Parsons
questionable, Vigil questionable.
Next man up in Dallas.
That's what it say on. I mean, that's what the ESPN app say. I put it.
Yeah, no. I'm looking at Bleacher. You might be right. I haven't looked at the latest one or seen what it said lately, so you might be right. We probably won't know until the second games, anyways. But they play at the second window. Let's see who else we got. One more.
Who the king of the jungle? Who the kings of the jungle?
Talking about the Lions.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the Cowboys. Lord have mercy.
Well,
the Bengals at the Giants is the night game.
You know what? I don't even think that's too far of a stretch saying the Giants beat them. I'm gonna go Bengals though, because I think they
both been bad. They
have. Yeah.
Oh, and the rookie playing. He had a concussion, but he was at that Kendrick Lamar concert. Travis Scott concert with a concussion. How you go to a concert with music and the bass and you got a concussion, my boy?
Crazy.
All right, last one, Monday night. Bills at the Jets. Did Aaron Rodgers throw that game last week to get that man fired? That's in my opinion. I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
I don't think to get him fired, but
I think they were gonna fire him, but I think him losing that game just went ahead and sealed it. Like, let's go ahead and get him out of
But I think they fired him because of Aaron Rodgers, though.
Yep.
Or for Aaron Rodgers, however you want to say it. I think Aaron Rodgers is what did what's the one? Not Stephen A. The one who got the Pivot podcast or whatever.
Louder.
The one that was the Steelers. The Steelers.
Clark. Ryan Clark.
Clark said Rodgers has every tool or has every tool or whatever. He was supposed to be. He had the potential to be the greatest quarterback ever, and yet he doesn't have the super intangibles that people respect you in the locker room. You can lead a locker room and all of that. And if he doesn't have that one Super Bowl has saved him. Like
him and Drew Brees. Hell yeah, you're right.
But except I think Brees is more likable though. So
yeah.
Like Aaron Rodgers is a tool. Like
he come off as one of them guys. He's real arrogant, cocky.
Real arrogant. Think you know more than everybody else. And that COVID stuff showed you that. So
I was about to say, didn't he come out during COVID?
Like he's some kind of scientist and all of a doctor and all of that stuff. No.
They say that man be going to them third world country getting housed, all that shit. That's what they say. Right. They say Aaron Rodgers be out there living, man. I don't know. So
ayahuasca.
Right.
I believe. Ayahuasca. And he's not Aaron Rodgers anymore. That's another thing. Like he's not, and it happens to all of them. But I'm just saying he's not that anymore. For you to be acting like that. So give me the Bills.
Yeah, I think so too. I go with the Bills too. I think Josh Allen, for one, is playing on a whole nother level right now. Is he not the MVP? Him or Jaden Daniels? Somebody playing MVP right now.
What is it? Groundhog's Day, October. We say the
There
same
you
shit
go.
every year.
Same thing.
Same shit every year. And then January comes, the end of December, and we were like, they keep doing.
Well, you know what they're gonna
Let
say
him
this year?
down.
He ain't got no help. They're gonna say he ain't got the offense like he been having. He ain't got the wide receivers to help him.
He had all the weapons that looked like MVP caliber quarterback
Oh.
until the playoffs. Until the playoffs, he is
When
an
he
Aaron
get
Rodriguez.
cold in Buffalo, his decision making go out the window.
He is the Aaron Rodriguez of football, man.
I can go for that. I can.
Don't show up when it's time.
Seriously. All right, guys, we done hit our time for today. We done went overtime. We're supposed to be trying to get to the point where me and KB can keep these things at 45 minutes. But as y'all see, we way over today. But that was just a good convo, man.
We can do it when we need it.
Yeah, man. So it's all good, all ball. Hey, man, what y'all got, man? What's y'all last thought of the day? Final thought. What y'all got?
Shout out to our oldest Jalen. Today's his 13th birthday. Officially got
happy
a
birthday.
teenager in the crib.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy, them
man,
teenage years hard. But what did he wake up and just hate you for no reason? Like he did something to him in his dream. He don't want to say good morning. He don't want to say thank you. He don't want to say, hey, wait till he wake up, bro. He just be in here feeling like you did something to him.
They must be Asian in dog years because they already like that. No, he having a little get together with some of his little homies. So about to go finish, all his food and games and just let them get busy and have fun. So yeah, man, that's what I'll be doing today.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm just sitting back watching the games. Ain't nothing going on. Crystal, what you been up to? Crystal, we ain't seen you forever, man. What you been up to?
I ain't been doing nothing, losing on college football. Trash, big trash. I want my money back. That's how sorry I am. I want my money back. Run me my $69.99 back. Big trash. And trying to play with Florida, big trash.
Oh yeah, that's probably your first mistake right there.
Oh, I'll be smacking you with Florida. I'm sorry. I retired.
Don't do that.
I literally beat you. You ain't played me since I whooped you on that game.
We weren't playing with Florida, Georgia. You lost. We played with Michigan and Ohio State.
That was when the game first came out. We were playing here at home field advantage. Play at a neutral site, and I'm putting up 58 on your head. Play at a neutral site, and I'm putting up 80 on your head. Please, I don't even play with Florida no more.
You gotta come to Athens, man. You gotta come to Athens. We don't leave outside the site.
I played him with Bama and smoked his boots, boy.
Yeah, you did.
And
yeah,
like
Jalen Miro going. I mean, you can't stop Miro. He a cheat code, man.
Hey, real life and in the game.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate everybody watching, man. Everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you share the episode. Tag some people that you know like sports, man. Let's get in here, get them in here, get them going. Of course, we'll see if we can get Crystal to come on back. You know what I mean? These Sunday mornings be tough for me to get up, so I know it'd be hard to ask somebody else to keep getting up and do it. So, you know what I mean? But we out. KB, man, take us out, man. Get us up out of here.
Hey, so next time, we out.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.